Welcome to the video. This is a very important update that I wanted to get out there right away because there's been very lots of people. Sorry, there's been a lot of people saying that certain things don't work with system corruption, like they're not armor kits. They're right, they're not armor kits, so they don't work, right? Because I was running a build before, and they were trying to tell me that perfectly efficient did not work with system corruption. And I have some sad news for you. It does work with it. I just did some testing to prove my point, and I'm going to show you. It's not much, but it does work. It definitely does work with it. Let me just get this set up really quick. This is going to be a short video. It's not going to be very long. I just want to get, because I'm working on a system corruption build right now again. I just wanted to get that out to you that although people think that somebody has spread misinformation about how the hackstep protocol works, they're right. It's not an armor kit. It's an infinite use type of armor kit, but it is an armor kit. So therefore, perfectly efficient definitely does work with system corruption. And I'll show you in a second. It's a sad day for them. I just, I came on here and I decided to try something. I was like, you know what? I wonder if it does work with it. Let's see if it does or not. And because, I ran a build similar before, and somebody's like, oh, it doesn't work with it. And I was like, well, why am I getting so much bonus armor then? Like, why am I getting so much bonus armor? Oh, yeah, exactly. It fucking does work. So let me show you something real quick. Because it sounds like somebody's behind me. That's those idiots up there. Okay. Alright. Bear with me for a second here while I wait for this to do its thing. Copy this into the thing. Okay. Go here real quick. Bang. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now. Alright. So, going through my build, we'll take it off. I'll take it off first and show you. So, I run this, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here. And I'm sure that you're going to have the same thing that I'm going to show you. You're going to say the same thing that everybody else was saying to me before. And then I'm going to prove you wrong. So, here's system corruption. I'm running gunner. I've got the memento backpack on. I got the contractor's gloves on. But that's not what I'm trying to show you here. So, hackstep protocol. I'm wearing the chest piece. Just simply for showing you the difference. So I was told that when you run system corruption and you run the chess piece called perfectly efficient, that they don't work together, right? It doesn't do anything for you. You don't get anything extra. Well, I'm here right now to tell you that it's not a lot of extra, but it definitely does work with it. So here is the build without perfectly efficient. Pay attention to my bonus armor. I gotta put system corruption back on. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So you see a difference there? Because I did. I saw, I think it was 2 or 3 extra bars of armor when I run perfectly efficient. There have probably went, hey, wait a minute. I was going to use that before, but somebody told me it didn't work. Well, I just showed you it does because you saw a lot more bars when I put perfectly efficient on. And I'm still running system corruption. So, that's good to know for me because now I have an idea. So, if I run system corruption with the backpack gives me extra armor. So if I run it this way, okay, now let's take that off. Let's put system corruption on there. Whoops, where did I put it? It's right there. Okay, just forget the fact that I'm running 5. I'm just switching the pieces there to show you the difference. Okay, and it's like 2 or 3 bars difference. So when I put perfectly efficient back on, I will gain 3 extra bars when I hit my hackstep protocol. So it does work. So if you want to run this piece with system corruption, right here, it's called perfectly efficient. Using an armor kit has a this part you don't have to worry about. It's the second part. This is the part that people said didn't work with system corruption. It does, because I counted the fucking bars before I put it on, and then I put it on and did it again, and I counted the bars, and it's 3 extra bars that you get when perfectly efficient when you're using it with system corruption. So the next time somebody tells you that it doesn't work, you tell them they're full of shit, because I proved them wrong. So yeah, it's funny because I was going to run this build with this, and I think I tried it once on one of my streams. Like I think I was gonna try it this way, and somebody was like, perfectly efficient doesn't work with system corruption. Like you don't get anything extra, and I believe them. I never tried it because I thought, oh shit, everybody's telling me no, don't use that. It doesn't work with it. So tonight, just a couple of minutes ago, I decided to play around with it, and I actually counted the bars that I got from the bonus armor, and then I put it on and counted them again, and I was like, what the fuck? There's 3 extra bars of armor when I use this talent. So yeah, it does work. Obviously, it's a timed armor kit. It's a type of armor kit. It's not the same, but it does work with perfectly efficient just fine. So anyways, I want to try this with the backpack because the backpack gives me 100% more bonus armor. I really wish I could run like I wish that was on a chest piece instead. I'm going to run in here. So yeah, the next time somebody tells you that it doesn't work, you tell them you're full of shit. I saw it work. Funny thing is when I run system corruption, I still like using the pestilence. I don't know why, I just do. I think it's because it makes them bleed over time. And I know that even when I'm reloading or healing, he's still taking damage. So, hackstep protocol is great, and yeah, if you're just getting in here, I just proved the point that hackstep protocol and perfectly efficient do work together. Great. Because a bunch of people were telling me never to use that because it didn't work, and I believed them. I never used it. And I was playing around with it, and look at that, it does work. I mean, obviously, I gotta do some tweaking to this. It's not even close. I'm just wanted to prove a point of something here. I wish I could get some legendary rogue ages, to be honest. Okay, we have robots, so let me just... Legendary seems to have a lot of robots on it. Where is he? Must be giving me the easiest side of things for now. Usually I get yellow rushers coming at me.
Weapons free.
Oh, I just corrupted myself.
System restored.
It's okay.
Concentrating fire.
bonus armor. It's fucking crazy. Now, I had a crazy idea. But I was thinking, because I'm running perfectly efficient, why don't I do something crazier than that? Why don't I put... why don't I put that on while I'm at it? I put this back. What do I want to put on here? Probably some... Oh, you know what? Probably some... Okay, there we go.
Give you some. Yes, I'll shoot from there. Tango built that. One of ours. I'm reloading. Got me dead. Hang 10.
What did he drop over there? You never know. Sometimes they drop stuff that's DZ shit, but I doubt it. Okay, so this is on Legendary, but this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about, like, how I hate Legendary because it never drops really. Like, it's odd. It's rare for me, anyways, that it drops anything really good. Of 10 things that drop, I might find one piece out of that that's actually God rolled. Maybe. It's not guaranteed. hear the bots.
Vital signs critical.
Right here! Right here!
Oh,
Agent
no.
vital signs 0.
Bitch ass motherfucker. I forgot to use my fucking skill on him. I forgot to use my EMP on him. I don't know why I didn't do it. Oops. Oh.
Serious
Oh my God.
trauma detected.
Oh. Problems.
Hit the target!
You little bitch. Healing.
Agent in need of backup.
Yeah, that shit.
Rogue hive.
System corruption.
Going in! Enemy has me pinned! Forward ahead. They got back up.
EMP jammer detected nearby.
Oh shit. I didn't even see him
Agent
there.
deceased.
The one behind him. Otherwise, I wouldn't have fucking rushed, or I wouldn't have stood up. It's definitely fun. I like it. Okay, so the point I was trying to prove with system corruption, if you're new to this stream, is this perfectly efficient talent. Because it says specialization armor kit bonuses are increased by 100%. So, since they're not technically an armor kit, people were saying, oh no, they don't work with perfectly efficient. Like, you can't use that. And then this happened. And then that happened. And I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. And so I took the talent off, and I did it again to see if I was seeing things. And sure enough, there was 3 extra bars of armor when I was using perfectly efficient with system corruption, which tells me and clarifies to me that it does indeed work with system corruption, and they are full of shit. Good to know. Very good to know. Because for the longest time, I've been under the impression that because it wasn't an armor kit, it didn't work. But it does. Because although it's not a technically considered an armor kit, it still is a type of armor kit. So therefore, it does work with it. I'm telling you, I had an argument with somebody one day, actually in the game, not in the stream, but in the game that was playing with me. He's like, he was like just determined. He's like, I'm looking it up right now, and so I was like, whatever. I never checked it out. And then tonight I was playing around, and I was like, yeah, I should have took that argument to the next level, because I was right. It does work. Anyways, guys, I will be making a system corruption build, maybe not per se for that backpack, but definitely the chest piece. Especially when I know it works with the system corruption now. I've confirmed it, because that'll make a big difference in how much armor I get back when I press it. Now, the only thing I don't and can't confirm is when I use the armor kit, because if you read the thing, it says that it replaces your armor kits with an instant infinite use ability. Okay, so that's why people are like, oh, it's not an armor kit, so, it repairs 20% of your armor and grants 50% bonus armor. Hide your nameplate for 5 seconds. Like I said, I took perfectly efficient off. I made sure it was just system corruption, used the hackstep protocol, and I saw 15 bars. No, was it 15 or 7? Let me see. Let me go see. 9. Yeah, so normally you get 6 bars. And I believe that was 9 I just counted. So you get 3 extra bars of armor when you're running perfectly efficient. Now, the first part of this thing is not even viable because you have an infinite use of this thing, right? So it doesn't matter. What does matter is the specialization armor kit bonuses are increased by 100%, which is where it kicks in when it gives me the extra 3 bars of armor that I wouldn't have had I just run system corruption without the chest piece. This is big news because that means it's been one big lie. I've been wanting to use that ability with system corruption for like a year and never tried it because so many people were saying the same thing. So what happens when people say things? It's just like what's going on right now. If enough people tell you something, you'll believe it, right? Because you're like, how can it be a lie? But then when you try it out and find out that it actually works, that's a bigger problem.
Everything is priced to move.
So I'm just trying to figure out what I want to use with this now that I've got this way. First of all, it's really hard to farm this stuff. So I've rolled I've rolled 2 pieces of it into the yellow because I had an idea.
Good to see you. You need to cross them?
Anything. Is the purple pistol glitch a real thing? Yes, I know it is. I've been killed by it. I can't remember which stream it was. It's a while ago now. There was one stream where I was in the dark zone. I don't know if it was here or Twitch, because I have Twitch as well. Like I have a Twitch. I stream there. Sometimes I stream there. I went into the DZ and I got one-shotted. And you know how you can always see, like after you die, you can see what killed you. And it came right up in the thing. You saw that it was a purple pistol. So I inspected him. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, what? That's what killed me. It did like 28 million damage. And so I inspected him, and he was running with a team of, there's 3 of them. And they were all running purple pistols. So what happens is, apparently, as far as I know, is they bring a lower level gun, like a purple one, like a pistol. They bring it into the dark zone. The dark zone, you know how it kind of normalizes things to bring it up to speed. So it does that, but it overcompensates by, it's not supposed to, but it does. It overcompensates and gives it too much damage. And then people, I don't know what they do after that, but they're able to use it, and it's bullshit, and they need to fix it. That's one of the reasons why I don't go in the dark zone very much, because I don't know who's running it, and there's a lot of people that know about it. And to be killed by a purple pistol, that's just, how? So I came up with the theory that it's got to be, because I think this happened in the Division 1 as well. They're bringing lower level guns into the DZ, into higher level, and it's bumping it up, but it's overcompensating. And it's causing it to do way too much damage. I'm not sure why the devs are not doing anything about it. Maybe they will. Like, remember, next month. No, it was delayed, wasn't it? Whenever this new content comes out, I'm sure they'll drop some fixes, but I don't think that'll be one of them. They could surprise me too and bring a fix out for it, but it isn't really something you see. I'm not sure. I was killed by a guy in the dark zone by, he had 2 FAMASs, and I was really confused as to why he was running that. Because I know in the Division 1 you could run with, was it, oh my god, was it Alpha Bridge? Where you could use the same weapon? Like the same type of weapon? I think it was Alpha Bridge. But yeah, I have seen that too as well, and I don't know, like, it does a lot of damage. But I don't know if that's just to psych you out thinking it's a glitch, or... But I know the purple pistol one is for real. I've been killed by it many times. What's really sad, though, is when you look at their group of people that are fighting you, and you see that they're all running it, it's like... So, you know, you're taking something and taking advantage of something that shouldn't be working like this, but it is, so you can get on the leaderboard, or as I call it, the loser board. But yeah, I've seen people run into FAMASs too, and I don't know if that seems kind of suspicious sometimes, but then I don't know. But like I said, the purple pistol thing, I definitely, I've been killed by it. Well, I don't even know I'm here. Oh, maybe they do know I'm here. There are no more fucking electronics. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know I've had a high armor build with like lots of armor regen, and I've had people fucking kill me with shit that's, and I look at their stuff and it's like, no. It just doesn't make sense, right? What? That's why I don't go to DZ anymore, unfortunately. When this game first came out, was it? Oh my god, it's been a while. Are we coming up on 3 years now? I think we're coming up on 3 years for this game. Put it this way. Now, one thing I know that can kill you for sure, and it's legit, that is the Nemesis. The Nemesis can do a lot of damage, because I've actually ran the build. But that's normal for that to kill you, if they're running the right pieces. But I've been killed in DZ by people that are running like fucking shitty gear. Like, I mean shitty gear. And I looked at their talents and it didn't make sense. I looked at their gun talents and it didn't make sense. But yet they were killing me. And I was running like... This is what I was running. Whoops, I can't put it on right now, but I can show you just by looking at this. This has a lot of armor regen on it. It's pretty much almost every piece has armor regen on it. That has double armor regen on it. That has double armor regen on it. And then the rest have armor regen on it. Okay, it's insane. Okay, and I can usually face tank people pretty good with this. And I was getting fucking melted by like a shitty ass gear. This guy was running shitty ass guns, talents, gear. And I just I scratched my head going, what the fuck just happened? How is he doing that much damage? Like, I don't get it. He's doing as much damage as when I run my DPS build, where I'm doing like 10 million with my Vector.
Hey, badass.
Yeah, I know. I've actually one-shotted somebody in the DZ with the Nemesis, but that's normal. That's normal. And I don't say, hey, that's retarded and shouldn't happen. That's legit. Anything else, though, is not legit. When they're using a purple pistol and you get downed by one shot. Like, my Liberty, because I was looking at the guy's damage, right? Because you look at their damage. Like, for example, this. I just threw this on. But here's my Liberty. My Liberty says that it does 353.5k. Well, when I compared this to the purple pistol that killed me in the DZ, his total damage was like, I think 120k. And I was like, how is he one-shotting me? I mean, and I was running guns, like I was running the Dodge City holster, right? So I can one-shot somebody, pretty much almost one-shot somebody with the Liberty. But the Regulus, is nasty too. But this isn't the Regulus that's killing you, right? It's a purple pistol. It's as a matter of fact, you see this one right here? This 45, this card 45 is actually this is the gun that killed me, and it wasn't yellow. It was a purple version of this gun. Can't remember what the talent was on it again, but this is the type of gun it was. It was a card 45, purple. And sorry, it's not the gunslinger holster. It's the, let me go to my fucking thing here. I'll show you what it does. You probably have this in your inventory or in your stash or whatnot. But it's called the Dodge City Gunslinger's holster. And so what happens is you keep your primary weapon out and wait for it to stack up to 100. And then when you pull out your pistol, your first shot does a lot of damage. I think mine does like 7 million damage. And sometimes I run Perfect Headhunter with it. If I run Perfect Headhunter with it, and I get a headshot kill with that said shot, my next shot to the head or body, actually we'll just say body just to narrow it down, is 15 million. I've actually dropped somebody. Yeah, oh yeah, it does. Yeah. It's a pain in the ass though, because you have to be super accurate with your pistols. Whatever pistol you're running with. You want a good gun, get the Regulus. I have not tried it because I don't have it, but I have I'm working on the project right now. Actually, the last part of the project for it is I have to do Operation Iron Horse one more time, and I've got to kill each boss, collect the parts, come back here, and assemble it. It's mine. Unfortunately, I don't have a raid group anymore. So, but that, the Regulus is nasty. I've seen it in action. If I could use the Dodge City holster with that gun, I wouldn't even need it. First of all, I wouldn't even need it. But if I did, I have one of those. Right there. Yeah, no, like I said, I had a group, but like they're doing their own thing now. They don't even, half of them don't even play this anymore. So I just left that group because they're just, yeah. I'm really mad right now because I don't know if you remember when that little issue happened back, I think it was months ago. Your character disappeared, and remember they patched the game and some people's characters disappeared. Because I have a Revenus. Sorry, let me say that again. I had a Revenus in my stash, and as you can see, I don't have one anymore. And this happened after they repatched the game and fixed the glitch. I lost my gun somehow, and I'm not happy about it because I worked my ass off for that gun. And it's not in my inventory. I didn't delete it. I had it before the patch, and now I don't. I never realized it until like a couple days ago when I went to go pull it out and use it, and I was like, "Where's my Revenus?" Oh, it's disappeared. So I sent a ticket into Ubisoft. We'll see what happens. I was not happy either. They might not even respond to me. I was pretty nasty. I was pissed. I was like, "Where the fuck is my gun? It's not there anymore." And it was there before you guys fucked up the game. Because what they were trying to do. Remember when they were trying to fix the invisibility glitch? I'll let you do the rest, but I'll show you two talents that I would say I know. Actually, I shouldn't say. You put the rest together. I'll show you. Don't go by what I'm going to show you with these 4 pieces. But think about using this. Where is it? Yeah. So this is a Walker and Harris piece. It has obliterate on it. And then the second piece that I like to use, this is what I would like to call the Adrenaline Rush Intimidate Destroyer. Where's my versatile? Where is it? Did I put it? Did I already go by it? Okay, so no, that's the perfect Adrenaline Rush. Sorry, that's not it. Where's my? Okay, I put it away. I put it away. It's in my stash, but this is another piece. I'm just showing you this, just so you can see. The other one that I have is better than this. Obviously, it's a Walker and Harris. Make sure both of these pieces are Walker and Harris. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but make sure they are, because it'll give you damage to armor as well. So obliterate and versatile. Those two talents, in my opinion, and the reason I'm going to tell you why, in my opinion, are more powerful than what the Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate are. Because the combo you're talking about, the meta that's in the Dark Zone that you're talking about, they have to be within 10 meters. So both of the talents that they're using requires you to be within 10 meters of somebody. Now, they fixed it recently because you used to be able to get within 10 meters of somebody's skill and it would proc Adrenaline Rush, but not anymore. They fixed that. They have to actually be within 10 meters of you. So anyways, you'll see my point in a minute. So they have to be close to you in order to proc this shit, right? So versatile works with you swapping weapons. Obviously, they have to be different. They can't be the same. I would recommend a shotgun and an SMG, like it says, or a marksman rifle if you want, because you can be 25 meters and still get it. But when you switch, when you're within 15 meters of them, and you swap, if you're using your SMG, you'll get 35% weapon damage. And you'll get 35% weapon damage when you switch to your other, but your shotgun, which I would recommend the Scorpio if you have it, because it's fucking nasty. Especially when it gets a 35% weapon damage boost. And then you got obliterate, so make sure you have enough crit chance so that you can proc this shit. Don't even worry about the damage. Don't even fucking worry about the damage. These talents will take care of the rest without you having to even stack damage. Just go for the chance. So obliterate and versatile. Because when you swap back to your SMG, you'll get 35% weapon damage. As long as you're within 15 meters, and that's, I'll show you how far away 15 meters is. From here to there. That's 15 meters. That's 10 meters. So that's pretty close. So you can pretty much tell when they're close enough to you. No, you don't. If you just watch the talents that I showed you, you'll get 25% critical hit damage from that, because it stacks very quick, especially if you're using the Scorpio. And then Versatile gives you another 35%. Now, the rest of these pieces of gear, here's another one. I'm going to show you the 3 pieces I'll show you should put together, and then you can figure out the other 3 to your liking. Okay? This one. Make sure you get yourself I don't know, you can use a Pestilence if you want. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to do much damage, but it fucking rocks pretty good with this build. Contractor's Gloves. That'll give you another 8% damage to armor. So now you have 13%. If you put the Pestilence on, it will give you another 6% damage to armor, which is 19% damage to armor. And you can make sure when you go into the DZ, don't use Gunner. Use because they're using Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush, so there's like 100% chance that they are running the Firewall Shield, and that's where this comes into play. Technician. The reason why you want Technician, if you're not familiar, is because Technician has this passive talent on it called Dismantling. 12% damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. So what do you think that shield is? It's a robotic. So when they pull that shield out, you're automatically going to get 12% more damage to them when they have that shield out, because it's a robotic and you are using Technician. Plus you've got all that armor, the damaged armor that I just told you about. Plus you'll have, if you're using the Pestilence, you'll also have damage to targets out of cover. So I could show you a fourth piece if you really want. You can either use this, you can either use the Sawyer's knee pads. Problem is as soon as you move, it kind of starts ticking down. So I like that one. It's not bad, but I would actually recommend this over that Fox's Prayer knee pads, because you will get 8% damage to targets out of cover, and if you're using the Pestilence, you will get, you see the thing here? You'll get another 12% damage out of cover if you use the Pestilence on top of that. Plus you've got all this damaged armor, so you can see where I'm going with this and how quickly you can murder somebody with this. And keep in mind that they're also going to be bleeding over time if you're using the Pestilence as well. So when they run away from you, they're still dying because the Pestilence is ticking on them. It doesn't matter, but I would try to work on getting better ones. You want to make sure that your Foxes has, you know, a good, at least that part of it needs to have like damage to targets out of cover. I would recommend that being pretty close to 8%, because when you put the Pestilence on, that'll give you 12. That's 20% damage to targets out of cover, plus 19% damage to armor. Anybody that pulls a Firewall shield out with Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate is going to get fucked so hard. Make sure you're using SMG though, so in case they rush you. I don't have it on me right now, but I use a Vector. I have a Vector that has Optimus on it and damaged armor. Nobody realizes damaged armor. The Pestilence, the reason why I recommend the Pestilence is because the Pestilence likes two things. Well, actually three things. It likes weapon damage, it likes damage to armor, and it likes damage to targets out of cover, because you can see that on the weapon, right? It has both of those. Actually, it has all three, sorry. So, you've got that piece. Now you just have to figure out which one and where there. I mean, if you really wanted to. I don't think I have it on me right now. I rolled with this in the DZ, and people were pulling out their shields, and I was absolutely just, their shield was popping so quick. So here's the other thing too, when they pull their shields out. Yeah, okay. So, oops. So, I showed you, I'm already wearing those two, okay. I'll put this on. And I'll put that on. And, okay, so I gave you 4 pieces, right? Okay, so these 2 pieces are wild cards. If you have this, I would recommend putting it on. We got the Coyote's Mask, because look what it gives you. It gives you crit hit damage and crit hit chance. And it also, if you're with people, it gives them the buff as well. Yeah. And then the last piece is up to you. Let me just put this on. These two pieces that are green are going to be up to you. I haven't put anything on here yet. I didn't put a mod on yet. Remember, with this piece, don't go buy my piece, because I have another piece that's in my stash of the same. It's got versatile on it, but I put it away. You want to make sure that these two things, I'd put some armor regen on there and a crit hit chance, and then, or damage, and then put a chance mod on. Oh, I have. I have used that in the fucking dark zone against them, and I've done it. You might not if you go against somebody that's using Cronus Zen, or something else. That's the only problem, is it's really hard to test this shit. I've done it, and I have proved that it does work. But then I've went against people that I thought were a little skeptical, suspicious, because they were using guns that were... You see this? You see this clan right here? PvP clan? I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. There is a little board over here, and you'll see it. So, this is the top clan. This here is the top clan in conflict. And I'm telling you right now, these guys I've already caught these fuckers on camera cheating. I've caught them red-handed. KOZ, kills on sight. Look how many wins they have versus like the second place person. Like, that's fucking crazy. Of the ones that are on the screen right now, the top 10, the only ones that I would trust and say that they were actually legit and actually good at PvP are these guys right here. I know their leader. I know the leader of this one. His name is Ghost Infiltrator. He knows his shit. But these guys, all these guys, starting from there up, and don't trust them. I don't like them because I don't trust them. Especially when you inspect them and you look at their shit and you're like, okay, he's running this, but why is he doing this? That's why I do build videos, and I try to do other things. I'm trying to do other things too, because there's only so many builds you can really do unless they start dropping more content. So I need to think of the long-term goal here. Obviously, it's probably going to be the next game. I mean, they have Division Heartland coming out, and I don't know about that one. I was not a fan of survival, so I don't know if I'm going to like it. And then again, I might like it. Who knows? But if you remember correctly here, when they first showed the Division way back, it looked amazing the very first time they showed it. It was amazing. And the next time they showed it, that's up to you, dude. I run mine. I have armor regen on most of my shit. I usually put it on there. Just that I have some survivability. I don't want to just go in there like there's a build I made the other day where somebody's like, you should use glass cannon and blah blah blah. I'm like, why? Glass cannon's good, but it's not good. Sometimes I feel like it's not worth it. Because if you get hit, which you are going to get hit, there's a good chance you're going to die before you even kill them.
Hey, Agent, nice to see you.
And if you know where this quote's from, think of it this way. Everybody has a weakness. We just have to find it.
Hey, Agent, take a look over here.
You have received an invite to another agent's group.
Such horseshit.
Okay. I unfortunately have to go to bed because I'm going to get shit here. But, yeah. The people that are here now, the only yeah, I know. Like I said, glass cannon is good. And the thing is though, and here's what I say. Glass cannon is good unless you're going against somebody that's really good at, like, they're really smart at PvP. And see, I run around in the DZ and I look for that decoy. And that's why I run my pestilence, because when they throw skills out, I target that skill with my pestilence, because I know that when I kill it with the pestilence, it's going to spread to them because they're probably close by, and they usually are. And here's the thing, when I kill their skill, it's like a 50 stack that gets put right on top of them immediately. It goes right to 50 stacks when I kill their skill, when it drops on them. And if I was running a glass cannon build and it spread to them, then they would die.
I've got what you want, Agent.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry, do you need a timeout, buddy?
Could use some help moving stock later.
Speaking of people,
Good to see you, Agent.
I'm waiting. Take your best shot. Make it count. Yeah, no problem. I'm waiting to see if there's an answer from the other person there.
Agent requesting backup.
I'm gonna pretend you're joking. I'm waiting for the response. I'm sure you're thinking of it. I know it's hard. I'm waiting to see this great big paragraph of why you shouldn't do this and why you shouldn't do that. And yeah, I've heard this all before. It's like a record I've heard so many times. Anyways, save your shit, buddy. I see your comment here. Please don't come in my chat and do that. I will put your ass on a timeout. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. Trust me, you are nothing compared to that. Bring it on. This is the kind of thing that drives me nuts. Oh, yeah, thanks a lot. So this is the kind of thing that drives me nuts. I will come on here and I will make a build video, for example. And I'll think about it before I put it out. And I always get that one person. It could be one person out of 5,000 people that says, well, I would actually, they always refer to every single build that I make. You should put glass cannon on there. And I'm like, glass cannon works for some builds. And then there's other builds that you just should never put it on. But that's not the point. The point is I'm making this build different. I don't want to be like Joe Blow down the hallway. I want to be me. I want my version of this build. Especially when I've tried both sides and said, I don't like that way. That sucks. Especially when you go into a legendary mission and try glass cannon. Guess what? You're dead. You get those shotgunners rushing you, you're not living. I don't care if you have 1,000,000 fucking armor regen. It's offline. No, I can't get in. It's because I quit. I quit that clan. I quit that clan. But yeah, no. I always get that one person that they'll write like a paragraph and they'll tell me like the way that they run the build. And I mean, it's nice, but when you read the way you read it, when you're reading it, you're like, this guy's being a dick. Like just the wording, right? Maybe he doesn't realize it, but. And it's like, if I wanted to be, like I said, if I want to be like him, I would have done that. I already know how to do these builds. I'm doing it differently because I don't want to be like them. And this is not my build, by the way. For that person that made that comment, if you're still here, the 2 pieces of system corruption is not what I'm trying to do. I was just simply showing somebody 4 pieces of gear they could put on if they wanted to counter a meta bullshit. The other 2 pieces are, yeah, see you later, buddy. Yeah, I know. You know what's funny about that? Now that you bring that up real quick, I didn't know this until like a couple weeks ago, actually. Um, because I've noticed there's one person I think that keeps doing that. They keep giving me a thumbs down. And so what I didn't know is YouTube actually watches that. And if the same person consistently keeps doing that every single time you bring your video out, they just ignore them. They basically just ignore him. They'll let him do the thumbs down, then I think a couple days later they'll take it away. Or they just won't count it. It'll stay there, but it won't count. So he gets labeled as a troll by YouTube. Not me, by YouTube. It's hilarious.
Hey, good looking.
I didn't know
What's up,
this.
Agent? Good to see you.
I did not know this. Because when they see that, because the way they figure this, and the reason why they do this is because if he's constantly coming into my, like if he gives me, like if he gives one of my videos a thumbs down, they won't show any more videos of mine to him. That's it. If he keeps coming into my videos after the fact, that's why they label him a troll. Because now they're like, okay, we're not showing you his videos anymore, but you're still going in there and doing that. So therefore, you're labeled as a troll. I've gotten rid of 4 of them since I've started doing build videos. I didn't know that, though. Anyways, yeah. I gotta go to bed, too, anyways. I gotta try to sneak into bed. That's gonna be fun. My daughter's gonna wake up in about 2 hours. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.